terrorists shot dead after running down two border police officers in East Jerusalem. Netanyahu convenes new ministers at the presidential residence. FIFA president visits Jerusalem prior to vote on banning Israel. And Backstreet Boys perform for thousands of Israelis in Ra'anana Park. Shalom and welcome to the Jerusalem Post News. Here are the top stories for May 20th. A Palestinian terrorist was shot and killed this morning after driving his vehicle into two border police officers in East Jerusalem's Atur neighborhood. According to police spokesman Mickey Rosenfeld, an unidentified assailant rammed his car into a male and female officer who sustained light to moderate wounds to their legs and hips. Both were treated at the scene and were then evacuated to hospital. A police officer at the scene shot the terrorist, who died shortly after. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Tuesday addressed the subject of peace talks with the Palestinians.
למדינות רבות סביבנו יש אינטרסים משותפים איתנו. הן רואות איתנו עין בעין את הסכנות, הן רואות בישראל שותפה מרכזית לעדיפתן. אנחנו נעשה כל מאמץ לתרגם את השותפות הזאת למהלכי יציבות ושלום, כולל הניסיון לייצר הסדר מדיני אחראי עם הפלסטינים, שישבור על האינטרסים החיוניים של ישראל.
Netanyahu was speaking on the first day of convening his new government ministers at the presidential residence in Jerusalem for the presidential reception and to take the official ceremonial photograph. After meeting with Netanyahu in Jerusalem on Tuesday, FIFA President Sepp Blatter reiterated his stance that the Israel Football Association hasn't violated any statutes and therefore shouldn't be suspended from World Soccer's governing body.
And football is nowadays such a strong organization that we should go into a peace situation and not into a fighting situation. And football shall connect people and not divide people.
Blatter said he will convey this message to Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas and Palestinian Football Association President Jibril Rajoub when he meets with them in Ramallah today, in the hope of convincing them to drop their proposal to ban Israel. The Palestinian request is on the agenda for FIFA's Congress on May 29th. And American boy band the Backstreet Boys kicked off the first of 3 nights of concerts in Israel's Ra'anana Park last night. The band rescheduled their performance for May after having cancelled the original date during last summer's Operation Protective Edge. With their first ever appearance in Israel, the 1990s teen sensations reconquered the hearts of a mostly female audience in their 20s and 30s, with constant references to their love for the country and promises that they would be back. The audience willingly stepped back into the 90s for an evening, and the band also mixed in several of their newer numbers.
It feels so good, man. Do you know this? That the Backstreet Boys are in love with Israel. We absolutely love you guys. Did you know that?
And that's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow with more news from Israel. Until then, shalom from the Jerusalem Post studios.